Today I thought I'd do a quite interesting video covering all the Rust monuments, where I will be ranking them from well, F tier to S tier apparently. So let's get into it. So starting off, we have Abandoned Military Base. Now, Abandoned Military Base for me hasn't really been that good. I've went there a few times in my wipes, but it's never really gave me that much loot, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's quite useless. There are scientists, some military crates, and you can even get or you can even use the thing for the MLRS rockets, but other than that it's kinda useless. So let's move on. Underground tunnels. I'd say underground tunnels are great. They're very, very good for components and scrap, especially early wipe, and they're usually not very contested on all servers. So I'd say they're very, very good. They're not S tier, but they're A tier. Train yard. I'd say train yard is good. I'd say it's a B tier for me personally, but not any higher up than that. Missile silo. That's an immediate S tier. By far the best monument in the game, in my opinion. The loot you get from Missile Silo is crazy, but you have to get a little bit into the wipe and actually get guns and stuff before you can actually run this monument. Underwater Labs, it's been nerfed. Probably C tier, honestly. I'm not a big fan of Underwater Labs anymore. I used to be, but I'm not very familiar with that monument anymore. Launch site. Many people who are gonna put launch site at S tier, but I'm gonna put it in B tier, and I'm gonna explain why. I think the monument has really good loot, and it has Bradley as well. But for me, whenever I play a wipe in launch site, it just never really works out. But it is a very good monument when you know it well. I've just never really, I don't know, I've just never really focused on launch site, and for that reason alone, I think for me it only deserves a B tier, because that's not any of my main monuments really. So that's the reason why I'm putting it in B tier. Sulfur Quarry, it's not really a monument, but it's probably S tier, honestly. I took over Sulfur Quarry in a recent wipe, and I had too much sulfur. I didn't know what to do with it, so it's very, very good. But it's also very, very easy to become a raid target when you live by Sulfur Quarry. That's actually true. I might actually put in A tier because of that. Yeah, A tier is good. Dome, A tier, I think. Dome is very, very good, especially early wipe, and if you're running quarries, because you get diesel fuel. Mining outpost, D tier. It's very contested by grubs and very contested early wipe, and it's really useless late wipe or mid wipe to late wipe. So honestly, E tier, useless. Small fishing village. It's mid. Some servers have recyclers. If it has a recycler, I'd say it's A tier. If it doesn't, then I'd say it's C tier. So yeah, by vanilla standards, I'd say it's quite mid. Large oil rig, definitely an S tier. Large oil rig is super good. One of the best monuments in the entire game. Military tunnels, A tier. Outpost. Outpost. They have nerfed Outpost a little bit because of the safe zone recyclers, but I'd still put it on A tier, if not S tier. I don't know. It's definitely better than Bandit Camp in a lot of ways. It has more gambling, of course, and you can also buy blue card from Outpost, which is a necessity if you're going to run for example oil rigs or grind for red cards. You want to live close to Outpost, or at least, you know, go to Outpost and buy blue cards. So I'd say it's probably A tier. Before the nerf to recyclers, I'd say it's S tier, but nah, not anymore. Large fishing village. I'd say it's... well, they're basically the same. But I'd say large is even worse than small because... or I don't know actually. I just don't really like large fishing village. See. Mid. Giant excavator. It's pretty good. As a solo, I'd say it's like D or E tier. But if you're running as a big group, it's probably like A or S tier. But I'm just gonna put it in C tier for now. I might change that. We will see. Small oil rig. S tier. Better than large in my opinion, because it's much easier to control, and it also gives you like very good loot compared to large. Abandoned cabins. Never go to the abandoned cabins. It's useless. There's literally like no loot there whatsoever. Water treatment. S tier. Recycler. Blue room that gives you red card. Lots of military crates, food crates, regular crates. I mean, oil barrels. Even has an oil refinery. Water treatment has everything. Lighthouse. D tier. Not a lot of loot, but it's good for green card. But it's pretty bad. Arctic research base. S tier. Better than water treatment in my opinion. But I mean, Arctic is really good. Airfield. Airfield is... I don't know if it's B tier or A tier. I think it's better than train yard, but I don't think it's better than military tunnels. So I'm gonna probably put it like low A tier. Junkyard. I don't know. It's actually pretty shit. I'd say never go junkyard except for if you want to get a green card. So for green card, I'd say it's E tier. I don't know, maybe it's D tier though, because it does have a recycler and it does have oil barrels. Now that I think about it, yeah, D tier is good. Abandoned supermarket. I'd say D tier as well. But I would say that abandoned supermarket is better than lighthouse as well. And then power plant. Power plant's good. Power plant's very good. Is it better than military tunnels though? I'd definitely say military tunnels is better than dome. Underground tunnels, it can actually stay there. I think underground tunnels is very good. Power plant. Yeah, it is better than dome for sure. I don't think it's better than military tunnels though, but I think it's definitely pretty good. Better than dome, better than train yard, better than launch site. Yeah. Bandit camp. Bandit camp for me, honestly, after the nerf to recyclers, except for minicopters, it's pretty useless. But for minicopters, I'd give it a B tier, just because minicopters are like essential when you're playing Rust, especially when you get later into the wipe. So I'd say Bandit Camp is B tier. B tier. Oxham's gas station, better than Abandoned supermarket in my opinion. And the reason for that is because it just has more loot, and it's much easier to get up on the roof and protect the monument. So D tier. Sewer branch. This is gonna be a little bit of a weird take, but I'd honestly put sewer branch in S tier. And the reason why is because I think it's the best early game monument in the entire game. Except for underground tunnels. Except for underground tunnels. That's... You know what? Underground tunnels is gonna go S tier. Sewer branch is gonna go S tier as well. Because sewer branch, you can get into an oil refinery, a safe recycler. blue card and lots of milk crates just by using a green card. And the monument on top also has really good loot. I think it's a very good early wipe monument. Anyway, S tier. HQM Corey, B tier. Sofa Corey, better. HQM Corey, it depends, but I don't think it's that good. I'd honestly say Stone Corey is better. The reason being is, for me, I usually have more HQM than I need and less stone than I need. So for me, I usually need more stone than HQM. So therefore, I'd say, I mean, it definitely depends on your play style as a player, playing Rust. But yeah, stone and HQM, B tier. Satellite Dish, also a really good early game monument. But also not the best because, honestly, B tier. Probably, yeah, right there. Harbor. So the thing about Harbor, sorry. So the thing about Harbor is that ever since Cargo stops at Harbor, ever since the Cargo update, I think Harbor has become so much better. And they also updated the monument as well. I think Harbor is definitely a much better monument now, when you can actually use it to access Cargo. And Cargo is like, I think, in my opinion, Cargo is the monument or the event that gives you the most loot in the entire game. So I'm gonna have to put Harbor in S tier, just because of that. Because my playstyle is that I usually go for Cargo and oil rigs. So therefore I have to put Harbor up here. S tier. Ferry Terminal. Last but not least, Ferry Terminal. Recycler, green card, not much else. So I'd say it's C tier. And yeah, this is gonna be the list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please consider subscribing, by the way, since I'm currently trying to reach 100 subs. I think that would be a really sick milestone to reach. But anyway, that's enough for today. Thank you. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.